Well, a lovely good morning, and thank you for joining us on our first ever edition of the Icu TV Breakfast Show right here on Icu TV. You are watching us live from Chalala off Shantumbu Road. And this morning, in our headline, in our stories today, we will have the Bank of Zambia, that is in the headline pick. The Bank of Zambia withdraws 15.2 billion kwacha worth of old banknotes from circulation.
And alternative mining in our spotlights community voices in Cape Town.
And ECL Sun forfeits 24 million kwacha worth of assets to the state.
And on our health desk, Zambia records 20 new cholera cases in the last 48 hours. Moving on to our sports front, Nkana takes on Kwazi in the MTN Fast Super League today.
Well, that's it for our headline pick this morning. Those are some of the stories that we're going to look at, and more to come even in our story pick as we get to just, unravel and bring all the stories and bring them to light. If you have anything that you would like to comment or bring out to us, please do make sure to drop it in the comment section. And also you can call in on the phone in lines that are going to be open. Remember, we are your hosts this morning, Maluba, Mwanamuchende.
And I am Amina Mutambo. We go on a short break. Coming up is our story pick. Welcome back. We're still live on Icu TV Breakfast Show. You're watching us on Icu TV.
Well, yes, and now getting down to our story pick this morning. Well, the first story that we're going to be looking at is the withdrawal of 15.2 billion kwacha worth of old banknotes from circulation. And the story reads: the Bank of Zambia, BOZ, has withdrawn approximately 15.2 billion kwacha worth of old banknotes from circulation as part of the country's currency replacement program. And according to the central bank, the withdrawal was achieved as of December 31st, 2025, marking a significant milestone in the ongoing exercise to phase out old currency and promote the use of the new banknotes. And the currency replacement program is aimed at enhancing the quality of money in circulation, reducing counterfeiting, and improving the efficiency of cash transactions across the economy. Amina, do you feel like the changing of banknotes, do you feel people have adapted to this change?
Well, I feel from the time the banknotes have been changed, people have adapted, although people are having, confusion with the notes, especially with the 50 kwacha and 500 kwacha notes, as they look very similar to each other. So people mistaken the 50 kwacha note and the 500 kwacha note.
In the early stages of the change of the notes, we went out and talked to a number of people, and the response, most of the people actually were happy. And for the fact that it's something that's going to reduce counterfeiting, of course, looking at how it has the
new arrangement
and the layout of the thing and the code of the notes, I feel it's something that's not going to be easily counterfeited by the perpetrators and all that, and which is a good thing, because we heard a number of cases where people were buying goods with money that wasn't, legal
money. Yes, I do agree with you. And also, just on that, I think a lot of bus drivers are complaining because we have the 200 kwacha notes and the 500 kwacha notes. So to our community, make sure you have your money exchanged before you get onto the bus, just to make life easy for bus conductors as well as our marketeers.
And speaking of that, there's one bus that I got in at an early time. It was quite a funny incident, because the conductor had to push the money back to the owner of the money, because I mean, how will you go into a bus? You're paying
with the
10
200
kwacha, and you
kwacha.
go with the 500 kwacha note or 200 kwacha note. I feel, please, let's have something for our bus operators. Make sure to change that money before getting into the bus. But personally, I feel it is quite an amazing thing that this was done, because at least we will see. Or we will see a number of crimes being brought down due to these amazing due to this move, I should say.
I do agree with you. And moving on to our next story, the alternative mining Indaba continues in Cape Town, South Africa, bringing together mining affected communities, civil society organizations, and faith based groups to highlight the lived realities of extractive activities across the continent. On day two of the Indaba, the focus shifted to exhibitions and open dialogue with calls for ethical, accountable, and community centered mining practices in Africa. What's your take on the mining Indaba that's going on in South Africa?
So the mining Indaba, the mining today Indaba that was there in Cape Town, South Africa, was quite an amazing initiative for the fact that it brings together people from different mining sectors and bring them in one place to just discuss how best they can be able to work on best mining practices and all that. And we had our president of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, being a part and being a guest speaker. And it shows that Zambia is also taking part and taking lead in issues to do with economy,
and looking at it that our mining industry gives us a huge percentage of our economic growth in Zambia, and I feel it's a very good thing that Zambia participated in the mining in our Cape Town. We are looking forward to receiving or seeing where this goes in the next future.
Yeah, and of course we have our reporter Miriam Deborah Gamani, who is in Cape Town at the moment, and she gave us a number of updates which we are super grateful for, and she may be giving us an overview of the entire Indaba very soon, but unfortunately due to some technical difficulties we weren't able to get through to her. But once we are able to have her join us, we will make sure to get her on the line. And now getting down to our next story, and that is ECL Sun forfeiting 24 million kwacha worth of assets to the state. Quite an interesting one, because it's been taking turns all over social media, people talking about it. Won't delve much into the political side, but some people are taking it that this could be political, and just in case you have something to say about this particular issue, please do make sure to call us in. You can drop it in the comment section below and we'll be able to read out your comments, or you can send it you can call us in on the number that is going to be provided on the screen. Another story reads, properties worth over 24 million kwacha belonging to Daliso Lungu, son of former President Edgar Lungu, have been forfeited to the state following a court ruling in Lusaka. And the Economic and Financial Crimes Court found that the assets, which include dozens of motor vehicles and parcels of land, could not be linked to any legitimate source of income and were therefore ruled to be proceeds of crime. Well, allow me not to speak much on it, as our reporter Mishek Edgar Mfune has more in the following report.
The Zambian court has ordered Daliso Lungu, the son of former Republican President Edgar Lungu, to surrender his properties worth over 24 million kwacha to the state after ruling that they were acquired illegally. The assets include more than 69 vehicles and 23 pieces of land located across the country. The Economics and Financial Crimes Court in Lusaka found that the investigation showed that Daliso Lungu did not declare any lawful income to the Zambia Revenue Authority. He reportedly filed in a new tax returns, meaning he claims to have no income. Now, because there was no clear legal source of money to explain how he acquired such expensive properties, the court ruled that the assets were likely to have been bought using money from illegal activities, including tax evasion and money laundering. As a result, the court declared the properties are proceeds of crime and ordered that they are taken by the state. The assets will now be disposed or used as directed by the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP. The case was brought to court by the DPP, Mr. Gilbert Piri, under a non-conviction-based forfeiture, meaning that the assets were taken without any criminal conviction.
And now, just in, a family in Chalala Township of Kafue District narrowly escaped death after a sinkhole suddenly developed during the night, causing part of their house to sink into the ground just meters away from where they were sleeping. Although no lives were lost, the incident has left many homeless and sparked concern among residents. As local authorities move in to assess the situation and provide immediate assistance amid increasing reports of sinkholes in the area. Well, Beauty Nkonde gives us more details.
A family in Chalala Township of Kafue District has narrowly escaped death after a sinkhole suddenly developed during the night, causing part of their house to sink. The sinkhole swallowed a section of the house, sparing the area where the family was seated at the time of the incident. Kafue Town Council Chairperson Wumba Malambo says no lives were lost, but the affected family has been left homeless. Ms. Malambo says she has engaged the Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, the Department of Geology, the Infrastructure Department, and the Zambia National Service to provide immediate assistance. She has further urged residents of Chalala Township to remain vigilant and report any unusual ground movements or signs of sinkholes, noting that such incidents are increasingly being recorded in the area. Reporting for ICU TV, I am Beauty Nkonde.
Well, Amina, I feel it's a high time. Most people, considered where we build our houses. I feel that's the reason why we have these
Constructors,
constructors, and all that.
engineers,
Yes, that will help us understand how the environment or the area that we want to build on is. And I feel if that was done, we would have a number of such cases being,
reduced,
done away with. And now, there's this other family that I found, I beg your pardon, that's built a house on a steep, and it's more or less like on a mountain
That's
area.
very
I do not
dangerous.
know how what their plan was. Of course, there could be maybe. I'm not an expert when it comes to that, but I feel maybe there was a way they had done that process, but unfortunately, it did not go out the way it was. So please be careful.
As we build our houses, let's ensure we engage our contractors and engineers on site. But for now, we take a short break. Coming up is our health desk and fitness check.
We are the dreamers reaching for the sky. At ICU, together we will rise. With knowledge and passion, we aim to achieve a future so bright, with more to believe. We're building
are the best graduating students, masters in the School of Humanities.
won't be denied. From Lusaka to the world, we stand tall and strong.
Hi, I'm Genea Moyo, and I am ICU.
We're rising high with education.
Thank you for staying with us. You're still watching our Icu TV Breakfast Show. And now on our health desk, Zambia has reported 20 new cholera cases in the last 24 hours. No deaths have been reported. Cases were reported in Lusaka 11, Nakonde 4, Choma 3, and Pulungu 2. Choma is now a new outbreak area, bringing the total districts with active cholera to 7. Lusaka remains the main driver of the outbreak, while Mpulungu is experiencing a second wave of cases. And Minister of Health, Elijah Muchima, warned that season of flooding is making the situation worse. And we're experiencing heavy rainfall in the last few weeks. So what's your take on it, looking at it that we're having flooded areas in almost all parts of Lusaka?
I feel this cholera thing has never gone from the time it had outspoken. No, of course, we just hear that the cases have gone low and all, but I feel it's something that has not gone off completely, and it's always getting to experience it here and there. And I feel this is where we could just advise members of the general public that you got to keep healthy, stay safe, make sure to boil water before drinking it, before doing anything. Make sure to get it checked by chlorinating it, boiling it, just to make sure that it is safe for drinking. Your food, make sure to cover it so that we avoid, germs and all being.
And on the food, talking about the germs, let's ensure to preheat our food before consuming it. Wash your hands before and after a meal, and always keep your surrounding clean.
Not forgetting when you're from the bathroom, please, to make sure to wash your hands
with soap and water.
We're meeting a lot of people. If possible, we would maybe advise everybody to just have, sanitizer, a pocket sanitizer wherever you go. Make sure to have a little something, because in where we move, we get to touch a lot of things, get to greet people's hands, not knowing where they passed and what they held.
So with the rise of the cholera cases, ensure you have hand sanitizer on you to sanitize every after shaking someone's hands or getting off a bus. Every after, just ensure you sanitize your hands.
Yes. Madam Mutambo, what do we have up next?
We have our fitness check. What do we have on our fitness check?
Well, on our fitness and physical check this morning, well, here just some short tips. Of course, we know we have to stay healthy, and if we got to make the money and all, money won't just come if you're not healthy. You've got to be healthy.
and health is wealth. So
thank you so much.
Yes.
Of course, so on our short tips this morning, we have aim for at least 30 minutes of movement daily. That's our first one. And take short walks or stretch breaks during work or study. Mutambo, how long do you walk in a day?
Okay, I think...
When you're always on Yangos.
No, but I do walk at least 10 minutes walk. I guess that's enough for a healthy walk.
Well, of course, so you are advised to walk at least 30 minutes of your time during that's daily, and use stairs instead of lifts when possible. Can you do that?
At least I go up and down the stairs at least twice in a day, so I'm keeping healthy.
Yeah. Okay, and that's it for our short tips. We only have 3 short tips for today. And getting down to our awareness message, there's regular physical activity improves heart health and reduces stress, and also enhances overall well-being. And staying active doesn't require a gym. Consistency matters more than intensity. From that, every evening, when you knock off from work, when you're from school, whatever you were doing, just make sure to just have a 30 minutes walk. You could just go out with a friend or somebody, just create a simple destination, take a walk to there. Well, when doing that walk, please, we do not advise that you go have Hungry Lion or this junk foods.
And remember, health is wealth, so ensure you do a 30 minutes walk of very simple exercise every morning and evening, at least after work, just to ease the body.
Well, of course, and for our fitness check, well, that is it. But before we disappear, before we leave, we leave the fitness desk, allow me to just read this expert quote, and that is: movement is one of the most effective and affordable ways to protect both physical and mental health. So do make sure to keep yourself healthy. Whatever you do, make sure to do what keeps you in check and a healthy being, and also fit. That was for our health desk this morning. That's it.
And you're still watching Icu TV Breakfast Show. We take a short break. Coming up is our sports news. Let's get interactive in the comment section after this break.
We kickstart your day with our headline pick, with the top stories making news.
Then we go deeper in our story pick, where we break down issues that matter the most to you.
From the Health Desk, we share simple tips to keep you healthy and informed.
For Classic Fitness Minute, to get your body moving before the day begins. And trending now, what's hot on social media?
Hello Zambia, my name is Amina Mutambo.
And I am Maluba Mwanamuchende, and we bring to your screens the Icu TV Breakfast Show.
Thank you for still staying with us. We're now on our sports front, where Nkana takes on Zambia. I beg your pardon. Nkana takes on Kwazi in the MTN Fast Super League today. And will the Kitwe Giants make it in 5 wins in a row? We get to hear from Stephen Mwape, our sports analyst, what's his view is on this game. Stephen Mwape, what's your take on Kwazi taking on the MTN Fast Super League?
Well, good morning, guys. You're looking smart. How is it going?
It's going good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so just to chip in on the game that Ghana will be taking on Wazi today on the 11th of February 2026. So on the MTN World Super League days, Ghana has been having quite a very good run in the MTN World Super League. And looking at the fact that they played against Zesco United and Dollar Giants, and they've managed to beat Zesco United FC. Also not forgetting that they took on Metro United Zambia, which is Musa. They also managed to win against Musa. Not forgetting that Ghana FC also took on Kansashi Dynamo. That was sometime this very year, 2026, and they managed to beat them. Also, Ghana took on FC Leopards, of which they managed to beat them. And today, they face a very challenging game against Wazi. And this is the final game. A lot of people have been asking about this game. So, well, we can't wait to watch this game. And I believe so much that in Ghana, being a red jersey type of team, people are saying they can still adapt to that Manchester United streak of maybe trying to win 5 games in a row. So I feel like this is a game that a lot of people are much anticipated to watch, and we just can't wait to see what's going to happen as Ghana take on Wazi today on the 11th February 2026.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So will the Kitwe Giants make it in 5 wins in a row? What's your take on it? Let's get interactive in the comment section.
Yes, please do. Make sure to drop your comments in the comment section. And also, we will be able to read them out at a later time. And also, you can call in on the number that's on your screen in case you want to comment anything. Or maybe just call us to tell us on how you've planned your day out.
You can call us on 0970-582358. That's 0970-582358. Let's get interactive and hear what you have on this.
All right, and now getting down to what's
trending
hot
on social media.
On social media. Well, we've heard a number of things, and I don't know how social media works. Something will come up today. Tomorrow it is dissolved by another thing. The other day it's something.
It's always something new coming up. Like something is happening every minute. You go offline for 5 minutes and 5 things are trending.
and now the story that we have been seeing that is making turns on social media is of Mwanamuchende, risking a 5-year jail term. He found guilty of allegedly harassing Chichi Daisy.
Well, let's get deep into the story. According to Diamond TV, the trial of Lusaka-based journalist Mwanamuchende, who is accused of cyber harassing media personality Daisy Lusumpa, popularly known as Chichi Daisy, has commenced at the Lusaka's Magistrate Court. This comes days after Mwanza's lawyer sought fresh instructions regarding her plea of not guilty. Mwanza is charged with harassment using electronic communication, contrary to Section 69 of the Cybersecurity and Cybercrimes Act. Under this provision, a person who intentionally uses a computer system to initiate electronic communication with the intent to coerce, intimidate, harass, or cause emotional distress to another person commits an offense. Upon conviction, such a person is liable to a fine not exceeding 500,000 penalty units, imprisonment for a period not exceeding 5 years, or both.
This is, I should say, it's quite sad, and it's also something to learn from. I feel how we use social media as a tool matters, and if it's something that's going to lead you into such, we please do advise that you stay away.
Be kind to one another, be positive, let's not harass, or else, you might end up behind bars and you don't want to find yourself there.
Because we've got we've seen a number of stories on social media, especially now that the Cyber Crime Act was, pushed
enacted.
A little further. I feel like it's high time that we're careful with what we put out on social media, because you may think it's something that's okay and that's something that's not going to lead you into anything, but it's like everybody now is learned and they know their rights and know where to end and where to be at. And I feel that's the biggest thing we should all know where to end at, because at the end of the day you'll find yourself in problems that were not even meant for. You have a family at home expecting you, especially if you are a provider, you have a family and you find yourself in such a situation, I feel that's something that wouldn't be so good. So please be careful in whatever you do. Make sure to keep yourself in check, understand what you're doing, make sure it's something that's not going to lead you into trouble.
And remember, they say where your rights end, someone else's right starts from. So let's be cyber smart. Let's be kind to one another.
And we unfortunately today we're supposed to jump right onto our guest interview, but for now we will just go on another short break and we'll be right back just to close up and wrap up and see how you're doing. Just in case you want to call us in, do make sure to call us in on the numbers that have been given on your screens. Remember, you are watching the Icu TV Breakfast Show, and I'm your host this morning, Maluba Mwanamuchende.
And I'm your co-host, Amina Mutambo.
Please do join us after this break.
The Information and Communications University is complementing government effort in promoting legal and safe mining for all Zambians. ICU is offering a short practical training course to artisanal and small-scale miners and those who intend to venture into mining. This training covers identification of rocks and minerals, mining operations and equipment, health and safety in mining, environmental protection, licensing and compliance, qualifications, National Registration Card, NRC. Apply now at www.icuzambia.net. For more information, contact the ICU School of Mines, Department of Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining at +260 763 302 596 or +260 973 263 492. For analysis of mineral samples, contact the ICU School of Mines Laboratory at +260 973 263 492 or +260 977 833 434.
You've been watching Icu TV Breakfast Show, and it's sad we're now coming to a close. But before we go, we're just quickly going to look at some of the headlines that we're making this morning.
Well, of course, and in our headlines this morning, under our headline peak, we have Bank of Zambia withdraws 15.2 billion kwacha worth of old banknotes from circulation.
And the alternative mining industry spotlights community voices in Cape Town.
And we also had the ECL's son forfeits 24 million kwacha worth of assets to the state.
And on our health and fitness desk, Zambia records 20 new cholera cases in the last 24 hours. And moving on to our sports, Nkana takes on Kwazi in the MTN Fast Super League today.
Yeah, very sad that we have to come to the end. Remember, we're watching the Icu TV Breakfast Show, and we'll be coming to you every morning. Please do make sure to stay glued and stay tuned, as we'll be bringing to you different updates. Of course, today being our first segment, of course, we just had to have an introduction, bring it out smoothly, slowly, just not bring to you enough much content, but trust me, in the next edition, we will have enough content prepared for you, more content, and we'll allow each and every person to call in and get through to us as we get to delve and discuss a number of issues, both that are affecting our communities and I feel this is where we come to an end. It is so sad that we have to leave the space.
Thank you so much for watching the Icu TV Breakfast Show. I've been your co-host, Amina Mutambo.
Maluba Mwanamuchende, right here on Icu TV. You're watching us from Chalala off Shantumbu Road. Please do make sure to join us in the next edition. For now, allow me to say goodbye.
Have a good day.
We kickstart your day with our headline pick with the top stories making news.
Then we go deeper in our story pick, where we break down issues that matter the most to you.
From the health desk, we share simple tips to keep you healthy and informed.
For Classic Fitness Minute to get your body moving before the day begins. And trending now, what's hot on social media?
Hello Zambia, my name is Amina Mutambo.
And I am Mwanamuchende, and we bring to your screens the Icu TV Breakfast Show.